Many people think that being chosen is just a spiritual matter. But what almost no one realizes is that the body also feels, responds, and transforms. Those who have been set apart by God undergo real, physical changes that serve as silent signs that something greater is happening inside. These marks are not always visible, but they are experienced with intensity. It is as if the body carries codes that reveal you have been activated. Strange sensations, inexplicable fatigue, intense dreams, and even reactions in the skin may seem normal at first glance. But spiritually, they are traces of a heavenly calling. If you have noticed different reactions in your body for no apparent reason, do not ignore it. Perhaps this is God's way of warning you that the process has already begun. Heaven uses the body to communicate when the soul has already been touched. And when this happens, the ordinary no longer makes sense. Today you will understand 7 physical signs that appear in the life of those who have been set apart by God. They are not random symptoms. They are manifestations from above, marking those who have been chosen to carry a mission. If this topic is already speaking to you, follow the channel now and activate the notification bell. There's no need to hesitate, just click. Here you will continue discovering everything about the spiritual signs that the body carries, and how they reveal who you really are. Let's embark on this journey together. You sleep, but wake up as if you haven't even touched the bed. The body feels heavy. The mind is still foggy. And no matter how hard you try to relax, it seems like there is always something pulling you down. This type of fatigue goes beyond the physical. It has its origin in the invisible. And those who are chosen understand this sooner or later. Many times the body feels the weight of battles that the mind cannot yet identify. Even before spiritual consciousness awakens, the body gives signals. It's as if it is the first to notice that you have been marked, set apart, prepared for something greater. And for this reason, it reacts as if it is being shaped from the inside. This exhaustion is not related to physical effort. You may have a light routine without overloading, and still feel that you carry something greater than you can explain. The bodies of the chosen feel the spiritual movement happening in deep layers. And this weariness is part of the preparation process. Some describe it as a weight on the shoulders. Others as a pressure in the chest, or an exhaustion that won't go away. No test finds the answer. No doctor explains it. Because it is not physical. It is the spirit adjusting within the body. The soul understanding that there is something that needs to be sustained, even without knowing exactly what. This symptom begins to appear when heaven starts to align you with your mission. Before the gift fully manifests, a cleansing is happening. Internal things are being purified. Traumas come to the surface. Old pains are revealed. All of this requires energy, and that is why the body feels so worn out. You are not becoming weak. You are being refined. Gold needs to go through the fire before it shines, and the fatigue you feel is the result of an invisible fire burning everything that does not align with the purpose that God has for your life. This is one of the most common signs of someone who has been activated. Many people ignore this type of symptom. They try to solve it with coffee, vitamins, or distractions. But when what is tired is the spirit, only the spiritual can restore. And that's where prayer, worship, and surrender begin to make sense. Because it is not just about resting. It is about aligning with heaven. When you begin to understand that the fatigue is not just physical, something changes. You stop fighting against the symptom and start to listen to what it is saying. And what it says is clear. There is something in you that is being prepared, something big, something that cannot be carried in any way. The body is a spiritual tool. It senses before the consciousness can comprehend. And when God begins to move in someone, that movement affects everything: the routine, sleep, mood, and disposition. Nothing goes unscathed. Because you are not being renovated, you are being rebuilt to carry something eternal. If this exhaustion is already part of your routine, do not blame yourself. You are not alone. This is a sign. And if heaven is shaping you this way, it is because it sees in you the capacity to sustain what is coming. Breathe, pray, surrender. Because your body is speaking what your soul already knows. You have been chosen. You are praying, listening to worship, or even talking about something spiritual, and suddenly feel a shiver running up your skin. Sometimes it comes as a warmth that envelops your hands, neck, or chest. Other times, it's a gentle pressure, as if your heart is being wrapped. This is not a coincidence, it is presence. These physical reactions are more common than one might think among the chosen. But due to a lack of understanding, many believe it is something emotional or a result of imagination. It is not. When the Holy Spirit moves, the body feels, the soul responds. The physical becomes sensitive to the invisible touch of heaven. You may be alone, in silence, and still feel your entire body shiver. You may be in a service, in the middle of a crowd, and feel as if it is just you and God in that moment. These signs appear in moments of surrender, where the soul expands and the heart opens completely. It is important to know that no one needs to lay hands on you for God's touch to happen. He is sovereign. When He finds a willing heart, He draws near. And when this happens, the body feels, because the body is a temple. And when the temple is visited, there are visible and tangible manifestations. The warmth in the hands is a very common sign among those who are called to healing and intercession. The Spirit activates specific areas, preparing you to touch other lives. The chills often serve as a warning of God's intense presence, bringing sensitivity to what is happening in the spiritual environment. Many also report tears that arise unexpectedly, along with these sensations. The body cries even before the mind understands, because the Spirit speaks in silence and the soul yields without resistance. When this happens, there is no way to disguise it. You are being touched by something much greater than yourself. These signs can also come during simple moments, such as reading the Bible or having an honest conversation about faith. A special environment, loud music, or collective emotion are not needed. The manifestation occurs when there is truth in the heart. The Spirit responds to what is real and moves when it finds surrender. If this has happened to you more than once, pay attention. Heaven is training you. What you feel is not random. It is preparation for a deeper relationship, a more specific mission. Every chill, every warmth, every tightness in your chest is like a spiritual code being activated. You do not need to understand everything right now, nor do you need to explain it. Just recognize this is real, and continue opening yourself up to feel more, because the more you surrender, the more the body responds, and the more the body responds, the clearer it becomes that you have been chosen to carry the presence. God's touch is not just to evoke emotion, it is to transform. What starts with a shiver, with a light warmth, can become a strong call. These signs are the beginning of a serious spiritual journey, a journey where the body and the spirit walk together, feel together, obey together. If this is happening to you, know, it is not common, but it is divine. And those who feel it never forget, because the presence of God leaves a mark. And when He begins to touch the body, it is because He has already touched the soul. You are being activated, and your body is confirming this with every shiver that you feel. Those who carry a deep spiritual calling generally feel the world in a more intense way. It is not just common empathy. It is as if the body becomes a bridge between heaven and the pain of people. This directly affects the physical, and often the soul screams through pains that medicine cannot explain. You feel a tightness in your chest for no reason. Your stomach churns in heavy places. Your head hurts for no apparent reason. No test detects anything, but the discomfort is there, real and present. This happens because your body is absorbing the emotional and spiritual atmosphere around you, and this is a striking characteristic of the chosen. This sensitivity is not weakness. It is a gift, a tool given to a few. Those who feel this way have been set apart to perceive what others ignore, to identify where there is pain, confusion, suffering, even without words. And this deep perception inevitably passes through the body. People with this calling often feel tired in crowded environments, confused after intense conversations, or unwell after heavy encounters. The body responds to the energy of the environment. It picks up what is hidden, and often it suffers first so that you can perceive what needs to be healed. The most curious thing is that these pains disappear suddenly, sometimes after a prayer, other times after leaving a particular place. This shows that the origin is not physical, but spiritual. The body feels to warn, something here is not right. And you, being chosen, need to pay attention to these signs. It is not easy to carry this kind of empathy. There are days when the body seems to lock up, emotions fluctuate. You feel a sadness that is not even yours. But all of this is part of a greater process. God is shaping you to heal what you feel, to intercede for what others do not even recognize. This supernatural empathy is precious. It allows you to pray with intention, speak with compassion, and approach the right people. You do not feel by chance. God connects you to the pains He wants to heal. And when this happens, your body becomes a channel, even if it brings discomfort. It is important to take care of yourself in this process. The chosen need to learn to protect themselves spiritually. Pray before entering environments, step away from places that drain your peace, and recognize that not all pain is yours. Some were merely revealed to be taken in prayer. Do not deny what you feel. Do not try to ignore the tightness, the pain, the inexplicable nausea. They are signs. And those who learn to listen to their own body also learn to hear the voice of God in subtle ways. Because He speaks from within. And sometimes He speaks through the pain that no one understands, only you. This sensitivity cannot be carried alone. Share it with God. Bring it to prayer. Seek relief in His presence. Because the gift was not given to crush you, but to empower you. The pain you feel is not punishment. It is a sign that you have been called to feel and to heal. If your body has been crying out with unexplained pains, remember, you are not weak. You are being trained. God is fine-tuning your sensitivity so that you may be the answer where there is suffering. This requires a lot, but it also reveals how important you are to heaven. Your pain is part of your mission. Many people go through intense spiritual experiences without realizing that the body also speaks. Among the most unusual, but profound signs, is skin alteration. Spots that appear out of nowhere, mild rashes, sudden itching, or unusual sensitivity. All of this can be a sign that something spiritual is being activated. Not always do these marks have a medical explanation. They appear suddenly and often disappear just as quickly as they emerged. This confuses those who feel it, as there seems to be no clear physical cause. But there is something greater behind it. The body is reacting to the spiritual movement that you are experiencing within. There are moments when God's presence is so strong in your life that the body becomes a mirror of this visitation. The skin, being the outermost layer, ends up expressing what the spirit is absorbing. It is as if heaven is physically sealing someone who is being set apart for a purpose. These marks do not need to be large. Sometimes it is a slight redness, a burning sensation that appears during moments of prayer or worship. In other cases, it is a strange spot that appears during days of fasting or consecration. They do not cause intense pain, but they draw attention due to their connection to spiritual moments. People who report these experiences often say that the marks disappear without the use of ointments or medications. It is as if they come merely to warn. Something is happening here. It is a type of silent communication between the body and heaven. It is not illness. It is a sign. This type of physical manifestation has been described for centuries by intercessors, prophets, and people who carry a specific calling. Some call them prophetic marks. Others see them as spiritual seals. But everyone agrees on one thing. When they appear, it is because there is a deep spiritual movement underway. If this has happened to you, do not be alarmed. Pray. Ask God what is being activated. Many times, these marks are part of an awakening of gifts. Other times, they are protection. There are seals that heaven places on those he separates, to show that that life has an owner, a mission, and a purpose. The skin is a sensitive territory, and when the Holy Spirit moves with intensity, even this part of the body responds. Remember, you are a temple, and the temple manifests signs when the Spirit dwells alive within. If your skin has been speaking, it is because heaven has already marked you. The chosen rarely have a common rest. During the spiritual process they face, sleep becomes more than just rest. It turns into a field of revelation. The body rests, but the spirit remains active. And it is in this silent environment that many are taught, shaped, and awakened to something greater that they do not yet understand. You may be experiencing nights when you wake up at the same time, usually between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., and do not know why. This is not common insomnia. It is a sign that a calling is taking place. The Spirit is being stirred. God is awakening you to pray, listen, or simply align with what He is doing. During these periods, dreams also become different. They are not confusing or random. They are intense, vivid, and impactful. You wake up with the feeling that you have lived something real. You feel in your body what you saw in the dream. Your heart races. Your mind still carries images, names, places, or messages that do not easily fade away. Many of these dreams bring revelations. Others show spiritual battles that you are winning without even realizing it. Sometimes heaven allows you to see something that has not happened yet, as a warning or confirmation. All of this is part of the training for the chosen. You are not just sleeping. You are being activated even while you rest. It is also common to feel restlessness when trying to sleep. The mind seems accelerated, and the spiritual environment feels dense. There are nights when you feel the need to pray before closing your eyes, and when you do that, sleep flows. This happens because the enemy tries to prevent you from entering this field of revelation. But your soul already knows that heaven wants to speak. If this has been frequent in your life, do not ignore it. This pattern is known to those who have been called to something beyond the natural. The chosen not only live the day with sensitivity, they also carry this sensitivity through the night. God uses the time of rest to release wisdom, healing, warnings, and gifts. You may even wake up tired. You may not understand everything you see. But your spirit is already being trained to operate in two dimensions, the physical and the spiritual. When dreams become visions and awakenings become signs, the calling has ceased to be just an invitation. It has become a path. Some people enter a place and feel nothing. Others, like the chosen, feel everything. It only takes a few seconds in an environment to notice that something is off. You may experience chills, dizziness, shivers, or even a tightness in your stomach. And the most curious thing is that often, no one else around perceives it, but you feel it. Do not reject this sensitivity. It is a gift. God gave it to a few because it requires maturity. But with it, you will be able to perceive hidden wounds, corrupted environments, and even spiritual attacks before they manifest in the natural. Those who feel before they see can pray before it happens. And this saves lives. Have you ever had moments when you felt pain, anguish, or a strange weight in your body? And suddenly, after a sincere prayer or deep worship, everything disappeared. This is not a coincidence. It is a clear sign that what you felt was not physical. It was spiritual, and you are learning to overcome this with heaven. The bodies of the chosen respond to what the spirit faces. Sometimes, the pain that seems physical is actually the result of invisible battles. And when the presence of God manifests, whether through prayer or through worship, everything changes. The environment is cleansed, the burden dissipates, the symptom goes away. This happens because worship releases healing. Prayer opens the way for the supernatural to act, and your body, having already been sensitive, reacts. That back pain, the weight on your shoulders, the tightness in your chest, everything that seemed like an illness but had no diagnosis begins to disappear as soon as the spiritual atmosphere changes around you. Many find it strange how a simple song can alleviate suffering that lasted all day. But those who carry a calling learn. Where God enters, the weight exits. Where there is light, darkness does not remain. And the body feels this. That constant discomfort vanishes when the presence of God is welcomed and worshipped. This shows that you are not common. You have been set apart, and your physical structure is being taught to recognize the spiritual movement. Heaven is shaping you completely, not just in the spirit, but also in the body. When you notice that symptoms disappear after praying, it means your body is already learning to obey the spirit. This sensitivity is not weakness, it is training. God is showing you how to identify what comes from Him and what does not. He is teaching your body to discern between spiritual weight and real illness. And with that, you begin to realize when something is just fatigue, or when it is an invisible war trying to hit you. Whenever you feel something strange, before you panic, stop and pray. Put on some worship music. Talk to God. If that discomfort leaves, you will understand. What was attacking you was not from the natural. It was spiritual. And the gift within you is already in action, even if discreetly. You are learning to war with worship. You may have believed for a long time that what you felt was just sensitivity, stress, or even exaggeration. But today it is clearer. What your body experiences is not common. Every strange sensation, every weight, every reaction that no one understands is, in fact, a sign. You are not ill. You are being activated by heaven. Being chosen is not just about carrying faith. It is also about enduring transformations. And they do not happen only in the spirit. The soul feels. The mind awakens. But the body also responds. It carries the signs of the mission before you even clearly comprehend what is happening. The body speaks what the spirit already knows. Those chills during moments of prayer, the pains that disappear after worship, the fatigue that has no explanation. All of this does not come by chance. They are evidences that God is separating you, shaping you, and teaching you. Heaven marks its own with details. And these marks do not come merely for you to feel. They come for you to recognize. Your journey will not be the same as everyone else's, and your body is already showing you this. It is as if you have been calibrated to feel more, perceive more, react more deeply to invisible things. You are not losing your mind, you are awakening. And this awakening requires that the body keeps up with what the spirit is experiencing. Many will not understand. They will call it exaggeration, mysticism, or emotion. But it is none of that. It is spiritual. It is real. And if you are reading this and identifying with these experiences, then know, this is not new to you. It is confirmation. You always knew you were different. You just needed to understand why. Now that you know, it is time to take a stand. Keep drawing closer to God. Honor the signs. Listen to your body. It is part of the process. You are being trained, marked, and sent for something that few can endure. Do not ignore this calling. You have been chosen entirely, spirit, soul, and body. If this message spoke to you, comment down below. Share it with someone who is also feeling all of this and needs to understand. And follow the channel to continue receiving guidance. Heaven has already chosen you. Now it is your turn to say, yes.